Hello, my Vibe Tribe. Welcome to the Daily Vibe, or welcome back to the Daily Vibe. Happy Thursday. Today is Thursday. Sibling pointed something out to me this morning that I should open with. Today is the, let's see, how did Sibling put it? Today is the 21st day of the 21st year of the 21st century. There you go. It's the only time you can do that, right? Right. For another, 100 years, I guess. But, for today or tomorrow, whatever. You know what I mean. I'm not even going to go into the math. But, happy Thursday. Today is Things to Think on Thursday. And I've been thinking how I wanted to proceed. I'm really sorry. My hair is driving me crazy today. What's new? But, good morning, Eileen. Happy Thursday to you as well. And I'm sure my mom says thank you for the birthday wishes. So, yeah, today is my mother's birthday. I am going to power through this because I've already had my good soul cry for the morning. I am learning, because of COVID and being locked down, I haven't been able to celebrate my mom the way I would like to celebrate my mom, the day she passed and her birthday. I mentioned my parents' anniversary, which, by the way, is when the Daily Vibe started, this last July, but I don't celebrate it because it's not my anniversary. But I do celebrate the fact that they had one because I came out of that. I am the gift, the trophy. Or whatever, just, I don't know, the bonus prize. But I do celebrate her birthday, and I do celebrate the day she passed. And in fact, the last weekend of every January, I still celebrate, because that's when we would spend our birthdays together, since we're both January babies. But with COVID happening, it's been a little hard. A lot of times I'd go to Disneyland, or I would go do things she liked to do, like museums, or just going out and being about. She did like shopping, but guys, I am not a fan of the mall. So, although that is open, so I may have to be forced into doing that today. But, that being said, because I haven't been able to go through it, I realized in the long run that while I was trying to honor her, I was also trying to avoid the grief that comes with every day, and I hadn't healed it yet. So I think today I'm going to take the time to heal that part, just as I did in September, so that it's not just running away from a feeling every time these anniversaries come around, or her birthdays, but also just, going with the flow and having a good time, and not feeling these things creeping up on me because I haven't dealt with it. So I think that will be today. That I am going to do that, and it's not going to be easy, I know, because that's 6 years, 7 birthdays, I guess it's 7 birthdays that I've kind of ignored, that grieving for, but I know in the end it will be okay. But because of that, I've decided to go with the universe has your back today, because I could really use a good message. So yeah, today will be about facing the pain and whatever's left of it, because I have noticed that I have healed quite a bit, and I have found ways to move forward and honor my mother. But like I said, this is really the last challenge for me, because it is her birthday, and I already started figuring these things out when COVID hit, because what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? So anyways, that being said, happy birthday, mother. Happy birthday, mother. So, to my mama, happy birthday. Let's just go with the top one. I think that's what we're going to do now as we go through this deck. Let's see, what does it have to say? My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. I think that kind of goes with what I was saying. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Yes and no. My outer experience on this, you know what? I'm going to struggle with that one today. Let's pull a different one. You know what? Let's just shuffle the damn thing. Because I'm feeling like this one isn't jiving. And when they don't jive, it means that it's not meant for today. So, but hold on to that thought. That's kind of a good thing. My external, or my whatever, I forgot it already, see? So it wasn't important. So we'll do, well, you know what? Let's pick the 21st card since it's her birthday. Bear with me. 7. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This would have been easier if she was born earlier in the month. 21. Ta-da! 21. 21st card for the 21st day of the 21st year. My fearless freedom lights up the world. I like that one. And look, kind of matches me in a way. My fearless freedom lights up the world. I see that one. There are times in this world where we don't want to say things because we don't want it to be taken out of context, or because there are so many trolls in the world that when you say things, you see what I mean? Literally, I'm just sitting here and my nose is running. But sometimes I think things need to be said. This morning, I put a post on Facebook that I am pretty sure will not be received very well, but it's something that was just on my heart. And I feel like I'm being pushed to talk about it, even though I don't want to talk about it, because I don't feel like it really adds to the daily vibe. But basically, what I was going to say is that I have seen people from the religious left and the religious right. And to make a long story short, I think the hard part about seeing those posts is that they're so divisive, you know? Like, oh, you know, and I get how people feel, you know? I mean, I am literally political center, okay? I have no party because I feel like all the parties just let me down all the time, so I just vote conscience. But isn't the point of preaching about God to preach about unity? To preach about loving each other? To preach about, you know, kind of being there for one another instead of judging them by what color they stand next to? That was always my understanding, you know, and it's hard to see things like that, you know, I mean, because, you know, I try to go into every single day vibing high, and things like that, they chap my vibe. Okay, they chap my vibe. So, you know, my fearless freedom lights up the world. When I say my fearless freedom, it's because I'm finding my voice. And I am finding this internal, you know, just spring of words and feelings and lessons, if you will, and teachings and, you know, all these different things. And, you know, I was raised religious. I was raised as a Catholic. In fact, I'm pretty sure my mom would be excited that there's a Catholic back in the White House. I'm just going to say that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything about the president or anything. I'm just saying I think she would have been excited about that because my mom was deeply Catholic. You know, I mean, she wasn't like string someone up at a stake Catholic, but she was very, very in tune to her religion, and she was very, very in tune to her beliefs. And a lot of things that didn't vibe with her beliefs, she really kind of fought against, and that's where we butt heads a lot. But, you know, I think when we have the freedom to share how we're feeling, it's one thing. But when we start taking people down with it, maybe it's time to step back and refocus on your relationship with God or your higher power or your higher being. I know this isn't the way we wanted to go, but this is the things to think on Thursday. And what I really like people to think about today is how we treat one another. You know, how we talk to one another. We can be better. We can do so much better. I'm not pointing out sides here. I'm talking about people in general, including myself. I could be better. I could be nicer. I could go in love better than I do. When I get hungry, I'm a fucking bitch. Okay? And I don't mean that to be mean, because a lot of times I'm just kind of riding the tide. But, you know, if an ant trips over a leaf, that could set me off when I'm hungry. Isn't that terrible? I mean, it's the only funny thing I could think of because no ants trip over leaves. They carry them. But my point is instead of letting something upset me, excuse me, when I'm hungry or when I'm upset or when I'm blue, because those things can happen too. They're triggers in a way, you know, but it's the people around me that suffer. I mean, what are we teaching those around us? That it's okay to lash out at people when you're hungry? No, it's not. It happens, and I'm not going to say that it's not going to happen again. I'm sure it will. But the point is that sometimes we get triggered even when there is no reason. Sometimes we refuse to go in love because of, we have these just hardcore beliefs that we want to hang on to that we're not willing to let anything else in. And, sometimes you have to open yourself to be more worldly. Sometimes you have to open yourself to find that, you are free and that your freedom does light up the world. I was in a very dark place. This was me over the last 6 years, but this was me 6.5 years ago. I hit bottom. I hit super bottom, and then I started going back towards the light. And then about 4 years ago, I hit bottom again, but you know what? I just kept focusing on this. And I kept focusing on this and this and this until finally I am probably the outer rim, I am not always full of light. I am not always full of joy. I am not always full of happiness and positivity because I'm human. I am human. I am not a saint. And even they messed up sometimes. So there you go. I am not Mother Teresa in her older years because you know what? That woman is untouchable. She's amazing. Okay? I'm sorry. You cannot say anything bad about Mother Teresa. She is fab. Super fab. Okay? But she is someone I would consider to be in that light. But most of us, we're somewhere between here and here. And a lot of us, we get into this area, but we don't always stay there. And we sometimes move back into this area, and then sometimes we lose our way a little bit and we end up here. Sometimes we end up here, but as long as you stay on this card and do not go off it, I think you'll be okay. Okay, you just got to keep searching for that light. You have to keep searching for, your freedom, and you have to be fearless about it. It is scary. Change is scary. Moving into the unknown is scary. But you know what? It brings you here. It brings you here. My only resolution I made this year, and I know I said I don't make resolutions because I don't, but the only thing I promised myself that I would do this year is to start learning to go with the flow. It's only day 21, guys, and I've already stumbled like quite a bit. But every time I do, I remember that. And sometimes I'll write it on a Sharpie right here on my blank arm. Go with the flow. Go in love. Go in peace. Go in joy. Whatever it is I have to do to remind myself that things are going to be okay. Most of us are this to a lot of people, and that's okay. It's okay to be in there. I hold a lot of people in here that would probably sit there and go, oh yeah, I might be a little more out here. But you know what? To me, they are the sunshine. To me, they are the fearless freedom. To me, they are the people that move forward, and if an ant trips over a leaf, they don't freak out about it. They move the leaf so the poor ant can keep walking, right? Don't step on them, and please don't burn them with magnifying glasses. That's so mean. But it popped in my head. I can't help it. But yeah, just be the sunshine for people. And when you kind of look at this, the way this is drawn, I'll put it in the comments, but these look like feathers, Don't be afraid of the crows. Don't be afraid of the ravens. They can be, very, very touchy birds. But, even thinking about it, about probably the spring after my mom died, I was sitting out across the street. There was this courtyard from where I worked. And it was a courtyard that was filled with the big, monumental places. It was representative of the big monumental places in California, like Yosemite and like the snowy mountains, the rivers. And they had one area with lots of big tall trees that was supposed to represent the sequoias. And I was sitting in the grass there, and I kid you not, this raven landed right next to me and just stayed there. I mean, I could have reached out and touched it. In fact, I kind of went like this, but then I thought, no, it's not my business to be touching that bird. That bird is there showing me something. He's telling me that he is literally so in my peace, because in that moment I was in peace. It was like my first real day that I had any peace. There was nothing on my mind. I was just laying there in the sun on the grass, just enjoying the moment. And this little bird, well, it was actually a big bird and very purpley under the feathers. It was beautiful. Just sat there with me. And it was a moment I forgot about until now. But one I remember, because that bird is here. It's here. They're showing you that you can have peace, that when you vibe really high and when you have this internal joy inside of you, despite what's going on in the world, that it spreads. You know, this has not been an easy time since starting the Daily Vibe, because, you know, so much has been going on in the world, so much anger, so much pain, so much, you know, just, you know, a lot of this going with people that do believe, people that don't believe, people that say this is right or this is wrong. I'm not going to talk about those people, okay? Those people are going to feel the way they're going to feel, but let's just try to do better, okay? It's a new year. It is the 21st day in the 21st year in the 21st century, and it's time that we start acting like our ancestors want us to act, loving one another, reaching out to one another, not judging one another for what we believe, what we do, who we love, whatever. I'm not trying to be preachy, guys, but come on, this is the 21st century. How much longer can we continue to hate each other? Because that's where the evil is. Trying to tell people how to believe, trying to tell people, basically stepping out of your own lane and trying to tell people what they need to think isn't right. And I'm kind of doing that now. I see that. I do. But you know what? I'm kind of running my lane because I don't want you to hit that pothole in the street. Being angry every day is not worth it. Being scared or upset or sad is not worth it. Nobody is guaranteed tomorrow. And in fact, nobody's even guaranteed the next hour. How many people leave their houses in the morning never to come home? You know, that's something to think about. We always talk about tomorrow, you know, not being promised. But every minute that we live is not promised. So how about we make every minute worth it and we make every minute count? Okay, I promise I will do the same. And that is not easy for me, because even going in the flow to the next minute is not easy. You saw it at the beginning of this vibe when we started going into what this card means to me. I stumbled. I stumbled because I did not want to cross that line. But sometimes you have to be fearless. And you know what? I think for me, that set me free because I had a visual of where I started today and where I'm feeling like I'm ending up. You know, it was very hard. I'm sorry. It was very hard this morning because I do miss my mom so very much. I'm sorry. I promised I wasn't going to cry. I promised her I wasn't going to cry. Stop it. But, I feel maybe this was a message from her showing me that no matter how hard it is, we can always go from here to here, you know, and we can always stay within here, even when we feel like we're disappearing into here. Just please promise me you will always stay on the card. No matter what you're going through, just stay on the card, okay? And you know what? It will get better. It will get better. So I apologize for crying. I apologize for crying. I think part of that is her, and I think part of it is just how divided everyone is, and how much anger and, you know, hate goes around. And I say hate because, you know, it's kind of what it is. Sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it when we're promoting anger and non-peace. So, whatever you do today, just go out there and make today a wonderful day. Live every single minute of your life, guys, because like I said, every minute is not promised. Forget about tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised. Neither is the next minute. So, Anyways, yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, please just stay on the card. And thank you, Eileen. Eileen says, don't apologize. Your tears show us how much you love her. I do. I do. I have literally told my father he has to live forever. He cannot die before me, because I don't think I could handle that. And he bounces back and forth between wanting to live to see the next century to, I don't know if I want to live that long, but, you know, because of the world. But, you know, whatever it is, I have told him, and if he watches this today, he is not allowed to go anywhere for at least the next 30 years. So that's right. Okay. Make it 40 and we got a deal. So he's going to be like, really? No. But anyways, same with everybody I love. Okay, y'all have to live forever. All right, my family, my friends, you guys, I am wishing you with eternity. So, thank you, sibling, and thank you, Eileen, for watching this morning. I hope both of you have a wonderful day, and to everybody watching, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And you know what? Go out there and have a great day. You know, go out there and have a great day. I know the world is closed in a lot of places, but you know what? If you can, just step out into nature for a bit. You know, everybody has a backyard, I'm sure. And if you don't, find a patch of grass. Find a patch of grass, stand in it with no shoes on. Just feel the love that the earth is emitting. Okay? That it's showing you, because you are breathing, you are alive, and you are learning to find joy in your life. Have a great day, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow for Go With The Flow Fridays. Can't wait to see what that brings. Have a great day.